Buccaneers and the New York Giants. On the Tampa sideline, it's head coach Todd Bowles. Across from him, the head coach of the Giants. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week one of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scattergood. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 6. Tight end going in motion here. Once again, it's Scattergood. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And it's caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to take advantage of the way with a big win today.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's into space past the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. play fake. Here's Dart. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Scatterwood. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 8.
Let's go.
Throwing. Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterwood. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Try again. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterwood. And find some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Winfield on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
Ball
up
on the 36 now. Here's second and 3. He'll go again with Scatterwood. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll go play action here with Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. On the give, it's Scatterwood. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it. Elijah Cansey. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for the Giants. This will be returnable from his own 15. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a first and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and
From the 23, here's second down and 4. On the handoff, it's Irving. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bucs have the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium. After this, from the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Out of a shotgun, it's Dark. I'll throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Cam Scatterboot coming out of the backfield. And third down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with Scatterboot. It'll get forward to about the 42. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
1 yard gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Up the middle with Scatterboot.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll go, and here's Dark. The blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Down the field, it's Evans. And he will go all the way. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs move out on top. 14-0.
14. Giants nothing. Kevin McPherson set to
After the
kick
TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Dart. That'll be taken in by Scalaboo. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A play fake, now Dart. Throw on the run is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
In motion, it's Robinson. On play action, it is Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 1st catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing again, Dart. He'll get that out to Scalaboo. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Going back to the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jacob Harris in there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And now it's 4th down. Passes kick is good. And the Giants get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Buccaneers offense are ready to take over once more. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. Baker to throw. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that's a nice job, something out of nothing, sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Second down throw for Mayfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Dart. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
Tyler pass set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Todd Bowles there, the Bucs head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Got him in! It's Ibuka, complete! And he's gonna have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Give. This is Irving.
Bucky Irving, the ball carrier. Cordell Flock on the tackle.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
At the Giants' 43-yard line.
We'll try the right side this time. Whoa! And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Giants 1st down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
run straight ahead. That's Scalaboo. And a good show of force there. He gets full tough yards out of that one.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Set. Liking 18. Set up.
Throwing is Dart. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
On the give, Scatterboo. Finding space at the 15. Going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 6-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. His kick is good. And the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Giants 10.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Nice job on the returns. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Trying to start on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. He'll run with Irvin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Outside, he's got Ibuka. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
On the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Baker. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing third and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of a shotgun. It's Dart. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, a run with Scatterbrain. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Andrew Thomas guilty there. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Dart going to throw it again. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. We'll go again here with Irvin. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Giants.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Open man is Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing, Dart. That'll be taken in by Scatterboo. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
To the air again goes Dart. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball and put that one a little bit more on the money. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down. The Buccaneers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And they have done all you could ask for. Closing in on a road victory to start the campaign. They try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Right back to Irving. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
34 yards.
The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Tampa Bay.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Irving. And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Chance to get him closer to that finish line. It is third and 2. He'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Now Dart. He's got a receiver wide open left side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
The
line.
throw is Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Dart can throw it on second down. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
He was defended by Jamel Dean.
Throwing again, Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down.
To the air once more is Dart. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 7. Brings up second and 17.
To the air on second down. Dart. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. Dart. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he's going to have the Giants first down. That was something else. Big pickup on fourth and long. And they get a new set of downs. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
Tiger, nice. Huh.
On second down, Dart. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Oh, a loose football. And it will be recovered by the offense, but ultimately doesn't matter because this is going to be a turnover on down. They go down to an 8, and that's the way to start the new campaign. 1 game, 1 win here in this season opener. So, a win here for the visitors.